Hey, welcome back to another solo video on the channel. My name is Ivan Pashov, and in this video, I'm gonna give you the 5 reasons why door-to-door is not gonna work in 2021 if you're in solar sales. Now, before we get into this video though, I wanna put a warning out there to you. There's gonna be some of you out there that are thinking, well, they're already skeptical before we even began with the content of this video. Right? A lot of you are already in the door-to-door space and have been for years, and so you're probably pretty happy with the results that you're getting. But I've simply decided to make this video to pretty much remind you that there are a lot better ways to generate business for yourself if you're in solar. So let's get right into it. Now, the first ever reason why I think door-to-door is not gonna work for you if you're trying to generate leads and appointments and sales in 2021, not just in 2021, from this point forward, is because it seems desperate. I mean, just think about it. In your customer's eyes, in your prospect's eyes, you're going door to door and you're approaching them because you don't have enough business. I mean, straight up, okay? It's not just, they can look beyond, I want to help you out, save on your utility, this, that, and the other. So it just seems plain desperate, okay? So I'm going to put it on the board. First reason is desperate. Right? Reason why it seems desperate is because, look, if you had enough leads to call and enough business for yourself and your team, you probably wouldn't go out there or send your team to go out there to do door knocking, right? I mean, imagine if you had an influx of leads coming in every single day and you had, enough time to call all the leads that are coming in on a daily basis. I mean, would you realistically put yourself out there? I know some of you live in Arizona or the Sunshine States that gets really, really hot, right, in the summer. So imagine you going out there in the summer at 120 degrees, getting baked, like literally getting baked in the in the sun just to get a couple of appointments under your belt, right? I mean, if you have enough influx of online leads, you wouldn't realistically put yourself in a situation like this. So the first ever reason is desperate. The second reason is it's not efficient. Not efficient. What do I mean by that? I mean, you can go out there, for 3 or 4 hours at a time, schedule a couple of appointments, right? But you have to go through a lot of rejection. And obviously, even if that doesn't faze you, right, there's probably a lot of people on your team that they're gonna have a problem with it, right? So whereas if it's not done face to face, it's a lot less confrontational, and the rejection doesn't seem as real, right? And I know a lot of you, monster salespeople out there are probably gonna, shut me down when I say something like this, because in sales, that's the first thing that you ever have to learn how to deal with, which is rejection. But realistically, I mean, it's hard, man. It's just getting yourself out there and going through a lot of face-to-face rejection can be daunting, okay? Not every single day in the field seems like rainbows and unicorns, quite the opposite. So I don't believe it's efficient. There are better ways, and that's why my second reason is not efficient. Reason number 3, I know some of you are probably gonna laugh, but it can be dangerous, right? I mean, if you live in Texas, and for example, no pun intended, if you live in Texas, right, and you go door to door, regardless of what you look like, I mean, it can be quite confrontational for your prospect, right? I mean, I've heard horror stories of people releasing their dogs on sales reps. There are people pulling guns at the sales rep. I mean, I've heard enough stories to make me think, whoa, this is not efficient, and it's actually straight up dangerous. You don't know what psychopath's gonna open the door at you, right? And it's just, even if you're not thinking about it and you generally speaking, getting to safe neighborhoods and this, that, and the other, I believe that it's dangerous, man. I personally wouldn't do it. So I'm going to put it on the board as dangerous. Right. Let's get into number 4. It's actually harder to scale. Reason why I say this is because I know a lot of you have seen tremendous companies being built over the past 10 years simply based on, going out there and door knocking, right? And I'm not saying it cannot be done, but I say it's a lot difficult to scale, okay? I personally, wouldn't put myself or my clients through this. And a lot of my clients that have actually done door knocking in the past that have completely switched from door knocking to online leads because it's more efficient, it's not dangerous, it definitely takes less courage and it takes less funds to do so, right? So I'm gonna put it on the board as being difficult to scale. And the reality is that there's a lot of you there that have seen how difficult it can be to motivate any salespeople for that matter, right? Not just the ones that you would send, to door knock and schedule appointments. So it can be quite difficult to scale, right? If you bring somebody, even if it's a good sales rep, if you bring them leads on a day-to-day basis so they can call on these people, I guarantee you're going to have much easier time scaling your business, right? So that's why I put it on the board as being difficult to scale. Not impossible, but it's definitely more difficult if you're going door to door. And my last final point, number 5, is it's not cost effective. And the reality is that it's a lot more difficult to motivate, a 1099 rep than it is to get somebody who's scheduling appointments for you on the phone all day long from the influx of leads you bring them, right? So it's a lot more difficult. You have to guarantee them, a 1099 position. That means you have to go through, right, a lot of people to find good ones that can actually stick, right? Not just be motivated for a day or two, a week or two, but actually stick with you for the long term. Whereas when you're generating your leads online or in any other way other than door knocking, right, where they don't physically have to, leave the location, the office, their home, right? I mean, it becomes a lot more cost effective simply because you can actually hire somebody and pay them on the back end once you sell a deal, okay? And this is going to conclude this video. I hope this was of value to you. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I've seen what's possible if you're not relying on door knocking. I've seen what's possible in the online digital space. And so I've seen my clients literally go from a one-man show to growing their team to 15, 20 people at a time, and to multiple locations, So the possibilities are endless if you're open-minded enough, and most importantly, if you have the right lead generation partner that knows what they're doing. So if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting a lot more content in 2021. And don't forget to download the ebook, the Solar Sales Black Book, right in the description. Download it. Tell me what you think about it. Write it in the comments. Reach out if you have any questions regards to setting appointments, lead generation, sales. And once again, I hope this was of value to you. I'll see you again on the next video. Stay safe. Take care.